So hello everyone, morning. Welcome to my review of Attack on Titan episode 3, season 3, episode 4 together, right? And man, like worst mom competition keeps going. Okay, so I want to spoil all the animes, but we have for sure you have a big mom in One Piece, right? She's going for a year now. She's a horrible mother, keeps killing her children. She's horrible, whatever, like comedy level, right? We have Hanebadu, so I'm gonna watch this after this review, which is that mom is horrible. That's a horrible mother. And so on. We have a couple other roles. And then we have Historia's mom right now. And she's also, man. That's one of the worst death scenes ever when it comes to bad childhood death scenes. In a way, though, I guess it's not that bad. Arguably, compared to the other death scenes. Because, like, I'm thinking opposite of One Piece. Because in One Piece, they also have a tragic backstory, right? Someone is getting killed in the backstory pretty much. And in that backstory, they love the person that gets killed, though, right? Historia's kind of like, she did love her mom. But I felt that she kind of like, grew out of loving her mom eventually, right? It's kind of like, maybe in a way, arguably, her mom being like, I don't love you before she dies is kind of, making that death scene for her. Actually, maybe she can actually kind of, whatever, afterwards. Where the normally anime death scenes is kind of like, no, my only, the person I only cared about, yeah. In that sense, though. But I think for most people, though, that scene was horrible. I mean, her mom mostly hated her. Her mom really hated her, and it's like that scene, and she's like, she's gonna kill there, and she feels it necessary to be like, her daughter is like, don't kill my mom, and she's like, before I die, honey, I want to remind you, and I keep laughing because it's so absurd, right? Yeah, it's like, I want to remind you, honey, before I die, I've never loved you. Just so you know, I never loved you. I hated you. I hope you die and be squashed like an ant. That kind of horrible mom. I was like, wow, that's that scene is definitely one of the worst death scenes in anime history in that sense. Yeah, it's just wow. Instead of having the classic, I love you, always remember me, or fight for this thing, or never forget, this thing. It's like, never forget, I hate you. It's like, what? Oh god, the first 5 minutes were fantastic. They were, it's 10 out of 10, 10 at the beginning there. 11 out of 10, 11 out of 10 at the beginning. And I mean, I also really loved, of course, the whole, it looks so freaky, yeah. But as a viewer, you do know something's gonna happen, right? We see Historia there. She's like, oh, mom is home. And she's all excited, like, yeah, what can I do? Oh, mommy. And she jumps to her, like, yeah, okay, I'll just like, just throws her away, like, don't touch me, kid, you're disgusting. Yeah, it's like, oh, her mom. Yeah, it's like, yeah, worst anime mom ever, yeah. Anime, the competition keeps going there. Who's the worst anime mom? So of course it starts out like that. So we know she hates her daughter to her guts. We know she really hates her. And then when she gets killed there, she's like, but you still have the necessary feeling there. Before you get killed, like, wait, before I die, I can say one thing to my daughter. I hate you. And then like, okay, if you kill me now, I just have to mention that before I die. It's like, wow. That is some deep-seated hate for your own daughter, for your own offspring. Of course, that being said, the reason isn't really explained that much, but I think it mainly right because she was Rod Ries' mistress, right, and she hated, of course, her man, so to speak. Yeah, she hated, of course, being his mistress. She was doing it generally for the money, right? And we don't really get explained why, but it's kind of obvious, like he's the king, right? He's the king, so of course, in free sources, she had this nice, clothes and so on, right? So of course, she was doing it mainly for the money. Yeah. She got pregnant and then she was, I should have killed you before you were born. I said, I should have aborted you if I could have punched them in the stomach. Yeah, and like, I should never let you be born. You're disgusting. Yeah, no. Of course, she hates Rod Ries, right? So she hates her daughter in that aspect mainly. Which makes, of course, her backstory really sad because obviously Historia is a sweet young little girl there trying to be nice to her mom, being all friendly, be like, oh, Casta, let's play. She's like, get away from me, kid. I hate you. Yeah, so it's a dreadful mother. So yeah, another contender for worst mom in anime. But really though, I mean, the whole like, I hate my daughter and so on is kind of similar to the Rocket's mom, like in My Academia. Her son instead then, but it's kind of similar. She hates her husband, so she hates her son, right? She hates her son and her husband. She tries to kill her son, right, so to speak, or pretty much try to kill her, or torture him, whatever, yeah, and do this stuff like that. Sorry for the spoiler there, but that's season. I feel like it could kind of spoil season back. Anyway, so I mean the whole thing there, right? it's awesome. It's really really good. And then episode goes into the hange part, and I'm just like, yeah, hange, she's gone crazy. she has gone crazy, and yeah, I love it. I love it. I like it because, of course, we live in this you're living in this massive big zombie world, right? And you're gonna go more and more deranged. Allow she's just going downhill. He's being like, oh, kill him. Yeah, she's just going crazier. I love that last thing. She was like, torture? Let me torture him. And now it's like, no, he's out to torture anyway. So yeah, she's just going more and more crazy. Of course, she gets kind of the command from everyone. Every guy you control by die. So she's of course very talented, but man, she's going more mentally insane every episode, which I think is great though. You know, it makes sense that few characters would be going downhill right mentally. So that's great. And then we have the urban flashback. As I mentioned in my live reaction, I do feel that the urban flashback in like this general scope, arguably, is more important than Historia, right? Not yes and no. Like Historia's flashback, I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to mess with everyone. Obviously, her, you know, being the princess and all that's going to be much more important than him being this random guy's son and so on. But when it comes to the world building, his backstory is kind of like, it also has a lot of, you know, the validity, you know, or like the reason of it, because these guys sets up this world. I love that book page where you kind of see people kind of traveling towards the wall, like normal people, right? And you see them kind of, you know, farming inside and so on. So his backstory is more like, you know, my father always mentioned there is something outside the world, and he explained how the world can't be at this time. Or they're obviously real, planets are crazy and they're real and dangerous, but it has to be something outside. It can't just be tight. It can't. The world can't be Titans, right? And we're all alone here, and the Titans have surrounded us and so on, right? And we're the last humans alive. That is a possibility, and so on. And that looks we'll be pretty screwed, but it's because it's kind of like, you know, any zombie movie. Oh, we're the last bastard against zombies. Yes, but there can still be land outside, right? There can be, you know, water, river, and food outside. It could be other animals, right, and so on. So he's like, well, you know, they have to come back to the water. Is there an ocean somewhere? You know, all that, you know, the blue, yeah, all of that, right? So I think his father is building up that spark in him. Obviously, what he generally turned into being the commander, going in the scout, because he wanted to go outside the walls, right? Still allowed to go outside. And it's also interesting how he's like, I always knew that the priest and these guys that they were evil. It's like, I knew. Since I was like 5, I was like, they killed my father, so I've been trying to get to them and to revenge them since this point, right? And now I know that Rod Ries is actual king. He's like, he's gonna get it, yeah. So I think that's great. Sets up Irvin a lot there, and the whole premise that people actually kind of are, you know, well, you know, even if you're the last humans alive, there has to be something we can do more than you stay in this war side. Can we kill the Titans? Are there enough Titans out there? You know, are the Titans? How many are they? Can we actually defeat them? Can we get better weapons? You know, what happened? Of course, everything. It's always obviously Titan. Something has to happen, right? Humanity can't just start inside the walls. So who built was one? Yeah. So I think that backstory there is really interesting. I think in that opinion, that backstory is more interesting. I would say, you know, it's like on an intellectual level, like a plot level. Yeah. Historia's backstory is crazy, emotional, cray. Yeah, I think everything was much better though in that time. It was really good. Yeah, it was really good. His backstory was, in my opinion, a little short. That's probably what I felt most, honestly. I wanted to be longer, more meaty, you know, more go into the details. His father had a lot of ideas, right? And he has a lot of ideas. Is the actual truth of the world. So I would love if the anime went a little more deeper into kind of the ideas that Irvin and his family had about, you know, the reveal of whatever actually is happening, right? So I think that is a little lacking there. I wish his flashback would have been started earlier. I was sitting there like, when is it coming? Because it was like transition. He mentioned like as a kid, and it's like black screen, and then it's not the flashback. I was like, come on, start the flashback eventually. Start the flashback. But anyway, yeah, I think it was a great episode. I think, again, right, mainly the Historia flashback was amazing. 11 out of 10, horrible flashback for there. And then I think in the middle, it was a little, I won't say it was like bad pacing, but if I've been nitpicky, I think the middle had a little slow pacing. I think the middle could be a little faster, could be a little more consistent there, into his thing there. I would say so. So, it's like a strong 9 for me. The episode, yeah, I feel it again. The beginning was easy 10 of 10, 11 of 10 beginning, but then it went, yeah, so it's like 9.5. I don't know. I want to be objective here. I was like, yeah, it started out amazingly strong, and then I was a little weaker and good in the ending. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel if I have to rate the episode. So 9.5, strong 9.5, something like that. Yeah. So anyway, hope you like this review, Attack on Titan, and to subscribe, press the like button right, and I'll see you guys next week with more Attack on Titan videos.